It's been a while since I took a break from social media. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Life have been filled with mission trips, work, and travel. Recently, I visited Vietnam with my family, and probably you have seen the videos. If you haven't, go and watch those 3 videos. It's so beautiful. And after all the busyness, I felt the need to flee into the mountains once again. Every year or whenever I get the chance, I make it a point to run to the mountains. This time I'm in Munnar, a place that holds special memories. My brother Anosh and I came here 2 years ago, but life happened and we never got the chance to return until now.
Oh, by the way, I didn't show you someone. This is my boy, Anosh.
And this time we decided to go higher to explore deeper. We trekking up the mountain, and what makes this journey even more special is that both of us are on a prayer fasting. That air is crisp, the silence is peaceful, and as we walk, I feel a deep connection to God's presence in nature. Follow along this video. I'll take you throughout breathtaking view and share some heartfelt words along the way. So early in the morning, my brother and I stepped through the gates leading into the track. As we walked, we started seeing the beautiful thing, and we began our climb. The fresh morning air carried the smell of wildflowers. It was so beautiful to see. I couldn't capture it in my phone or in the camera. It's a different thing when we see in our eyes, right? And the sound of the birds filled with the atmosphere. There is something about walking in nature, how beauty of creation reminds us of the creator himself. What the camera captures is never quite the same as what the eye sees. The magnificence, the detail, the feeling, it's something you have to experience in person. Fasting made the trek more challenging. The climb required strength and consistency, but my body was running on a different kind of fuel, prayer and faith. I also made a mistake. I wore the wrong boot. My friends out there was watching. My brothers and sisters were watching. They always want me to avoid the boot, but I had to. I forgot. I forgot. Actually, I forgot to take my trekking boot, and this boot has a slight heel also, which made every step harder than it needed to be. It reminded me how preparation matters, not just in trekking but in life. We need the right spiritual preparation for the journey ahead. We weren't alone on this trek. Our guide Rohan joined us. He had woken up early just to lead us. Though he wasn't fluent in English, we found a way to communicate. I knew a little Tamil, Anosh know some Hindi, and together we made it work. That's the beauty of travel. You don't need perfect words. Sometimes a shared experience is enough. As we walked, I recorded several audios messages, but the wind was so strong that I decided to save them for the voiceover. Each step in the mountains teaches a lesson, and I want to share you something with you about, like, even as we traveling, it was fasting to seek God. Just like climbing a mountain, fasting isn't easy. It stretches us, challenges, and pushes beyond our limits. But the purpose isn't just hunger, it's to draw close to God. Prayer and privacy. Jesus often go to the mountains to pray. There is something about being in a high place, away from distractions, where you can truly hear God's voice. If you never taken a time away to be alone with God, I encourage you to do it, especially for the people who are, you know, working in front of the computer, or every work is a hard work. Taking break in life, it's very important. We all get caught up in our work, responsibilities, and the digital world. But stepping away, going into nature, spending time with family, refreshing the soul. If you feel overwhelmed, maybe it's time to pause and rest.
This is the way. Those time I'm not a born again Christian, so I'm feeling.
After an amazing journey, we returned from the mountain, a quick shower, change of clothes, and it was time to break our fast.
So we're gonna have breakfast. So I'm hungry. So we were doing some fasting.
My breakfast was very simple. I just took a one puri, some vegetables curry, pineapple slice, some chocos, bread omelette, and two boiled egg with coffee. Since I started MMA training and my workout, I cut off a lot of junk foods, started focusing on healthier foods. I made a choice like that. My old discipline, my entire schedule, food, everything changed. So we rested for a hours and then headed out again for another prayer section. And this time, before getting out of the room, I was sleeping and I had very supernatural encounter. It was very powerful. So we went out. It was an evening. We climbed the stairs again, reaching a quiet place with a breathtaking view. It was the perfect place to pray.
Hi.
There's power in taking time alone with God. Throughout scripture, we see men and women of faith withdrawing into the mountain and wilderness and quiet place to seek His presence. Moses met God on Mount Sinai. Imagine if God told why God told Moses to be up on the mountain. God can say, right, you come to the city, I'll meet there, and I'll give you the Ten Commandment. The tablet, I'll speak to you. But Moses went up. God called him up. So that's a secret place. Matthew chapter 6 verse 6 says, you have to create a secret place to pray, that the Lord will reveal to you the secret place. Elijah heard God in the still small voice. Jesus himself went to pray on the mountain. In a world full of distractions, we need these moments. If you've been feeling distant from God, take time today to be alone with Him. After our time of prayer, we felt late to visit a waterfall nearby. But by the time we reached, it was too dark to see anything. It was only 6:30 to 7 p.m., but it was thick dark, it was like 10 p.m. That was the feeling because of the big trees and big plants. Instead, we returned and spent the night playing golf, chess, and relaxing. The next morning, it was time to check out. Though we had been here for 3 days, I didn't capture everything on camera. But before leaving, Anosh captured something truly beautiful. as I live here, I just want to give you some advice for the people who are trying to come here. Driving to this place, it's not easy. You have to stay in first gear for about 3 to 4 kilometers while getting into the this road. If you're planning a trip, be prepared. Before heading home, we made a stop at Artikal Waterfalls. So on the way to Artikal Waterfalls, we met a lot of people who said all the things are dry, and but we thought, okay, maybe people are just saying or misleading us. We don't know, because there are different people we are seeing every time, and every time people are saying a different thing. But when we reached there, unfortunately, due to the season, many waterfalls were completely dry. All the dam were shut. But even in the dry season, God's creation remains beautiful. The Bible tells us that God formed the earth from nothing. He shaped the mountains, created the rivers, and set everything in place. Even when we see dry land, God's presence is still there. On our way back, we stopped for some corn and fresh fruits. I have to say, this was the best corn I ever had. Personally, I love corn and fruits a lot. So it reminded me of at a time when I walked with my sister by the beach, the beach that near to my home, searching for that perfect taste. And finally, here it was again. Some food we try, and when I try that again, I don't feel that taste again. But then it take maybe a year. Then it may take some months to get that, and I got that again. It was so fresh. We also took a small break to watch kids playing football, since Anosh and I both love sports. He was an athletic. I was athletic. I also was in a hockey. I was a very good hockey player. I was in handball, tennis, athletics, run, a lot of things. I was there, football. So whenever I see this kind of sports thing, I love it. So we couldn't, resist to spending a few moments watching, enjoying the game. Finally, we made one last stop at my favorite cafe before heading home, a place where I come for meetings, reading, and quiet moments. All of the people who work here are very close friends of mine. We build a relationship like that because I used to come in every week or every day. And with that, our journey came to an end. Another adventure, another memory, another time to reflect on God's goodness. I hope you enjoy this journey with us. If you are ever planning to visit Munnar, Kerala, or India, drop a comment or DM me on Instagram, and I will do everything that I can do for you. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share to your friends. So, guys, until next time, God bless you all, and I love you.